morning. Brian Lauder with Deadly Attraction Game Calls. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Deadly Attraction Game Calls deer call. This deer call is different than most that you've seen to the fact that it does a buck and a doe without having to move an O-ring, take the call apart, slide a slide. You don't have to look, you don't have to see where you're at. You can just naturally transition from a buck to a doe, which when trying to call deer is a great advantage, Any animal that you're trying to call, the very first thing that has to happen is the animal has to hear the call. A lot of guys wear a grunt call around their neck, maybe run it once or twice while they're sitting, and they consider that I tried to call a deer. That's not trying to call a deer. With our call, we're running it every 10 to 15 minutes so we get the opportunity to have an animal hear the call. You're creating the illusion of there's a buck and a doe, something's going on, and I need to go see. Also, this call does not have an overbearing grunt. I hear a lot of guys talking about, oh, that call's very loud. Well, that call will scare deer. I've never understood the concept of I want to sound like the one deer that no other deer wants to be around, which is a mature buck. You don't want to be that deer. You want to be a deer that a mature buck would run off of a doe. That's how you get deer to come. So having a loud call is not an advantage because deer aren't loud. That's just simple. It's a more subtle sound. It comes from deep in their chest. It's not a big roar or a huge grunt. When we run it, I like to do a scenario where a buck's pushing a doe. I like to follow that up with a breeding grunt, which is that long drawn out grunt. Been building these calls for a little over 15 years. No problems with them. We do guarantee them for the life of the call though. If you do have a problem, we will fix it or replace it. They're available on deadlyattractiongamecalls.com. They're also available straight through PayPal at sales@deadlyattractiongamecalls.com. $35 shipped on an oak or a walnut call, $45 shipped on a Bacote call like the one I'm holding in my hand. You can expect to get your call within a week of an order, most times quicker, depending on the amount of calls that's going out right at that moment. They're all handmade, hand-turned in western North Carolina. Every piece of it's made in the United States. If you want to call deer, this is a call you need to try because it definitely will pull deer to you. So go to deadlyattractiongamecalls.com or straight to PayPal at sales@deadlyattractiongamecalls.com. Phone number is 828-980-1226. My name is Brian Lauder. If you have any questions about the call, please give me a call. Thank you.